Hi there, it's Paul from Wolf Software Systems, and this is another WolfStack video with some new things that we've put in. It does look like it's a new project, but it's not as new as it looks. It's just we decided to kind of get it out there because we kind of love it. So we're running 17 servers on WolfStack in how many clusters? One, two, three, four, five clusters. Five clusters. So there's been a few improvements. So for a start, when you go to an LXC container, it now shows the memory and stuff like this along the bottom. It looks rather nice to give us more space for the buttons and things like that. Wallfront, there's other videos about that. So also we've added status pages, so you can now set up monitors and monitor. You don't these can monitor things that are not on this cluster. So you could actually have a cluster that just acts as monitors to other clusters, and it allows you to kind of edit the page like this. And this is just basically on my local machine, but obviously I've got masses of networks and they've got different status pages on them. We've got one here, and if I click on it, you see there it is, and it's got what's going on with everything. Now the thing about this is, of course, it's on a weird port, so what you want to do is probably you can set up a proxy through Apache to a Wolf serve to proxy to it. So for instance, status, I'm going to set up later on status.wolfgrid.com, status.wolf-grid.com, and just set up a proxy to go through to the status page that you've selected. And it's by cluster, so you can actually set up by cluster. It's pretty simple, but it saves having, I think, it saves having an external tool to monitor your stuff. Also, the global view, this is a bit of a monster. So one of the issues I have is I manage 17 servers with about lots of containers and all kinds of things going on. So this is a bit slow to run. So you only run it every now and then. So I go and look at it, and what it does is the first section is really a complete rundown of the WolfNet network, which is part of WolfStack, but can run its own on how the clusters are actually connected. So it's quite useful to see if we've got any issues with WolfNet, but we did have this morning. Actually, it was a massive outage last night. And then the other thing we've got is this, which shows you each component, each node. A node is a server basically, and what they're running, and you can see that it's just going through. So this is a cluster Wolf grid, and you can have got 6 servers in there, and it's just scanning away. And it will get them in a second. Takes a bit of time. There you go. So it actually gives you complete control panel of every single LXC container, VM, or controller, or Docker you've got, and then you can just pick on one, and then you can open a terminal right there to it. And it's just, for me, it's really useful because I was scrolling through this morning and I noticed something was down that shouldn't have been. So I could just scroll through and you can see exactly what's going on with all your nodes and containers and stuff like that. Like you can open a file manager to a particular container. There's lots and lots of things. There's nothing on that, that's a bit boring. So there's lots of facilities. The thing with WolfStack is you can run it on, if you've got a Linux machine, or if not, you can always set up a VM with VirtualBox or something to try it out. What other comments have I had? I know that there's not a lot of views on my videos, but this stuff isn't that popular compared to, I don't know, cats, I suppose. Cats are very popular. But there's a lot to it. We did a video yesterday of running on IBM Power, and also we are going to be ordering our own Raspberry Pi, which we haven't got because there are some issues running Proxmox backup on Raspberry Pi. And the setup.sh that we use to set it up is pretty global. It kind of senses what operating system you're running on and everything like that. So we want to take that to the next level so that it'll run on things like Raspberry Pi. So it's great for home lab users. It's great for people like me who have to run proper masses of servers. Or you can use it on your home network. We've got it set up on the local network here, and there's a way of using WolfNet as well. So obviously this is my laptop. So when I go home, this little cluster here, the WolfStack cluster, the main cluster, this is our local network in the office, and these are a couple of other machines that we've got running WolfStack. So I can actually, when I go home, WolfNet can actually detect the changeover. I suppose fascinating Reddit comment was, oh, it's all SSH. I will tell you that WolfNet is using the same kind of security as WireGuard. It's like military grade for chucking stuff around, so that's quite useful. Yeah, I hope people enjoy it. Since we released it, it's been it's been quite funny really since we released it. Um, and you know, I found it a really useful tool, and I built it over the goodness knows how long. But the real thing now is to take it to the next level and keep adding new stuff in there. We do have we have a Discord, which is great. Please join our Discord. Please follow us on Reddit and have a chat if you like. We're quite open to it. Obviously, when we get more than 150,000 users, I can only dream. My videos might get some views. So yeah, there's not a lot of views on my videos. I just guess they're not as interesting as PewDiePie or whoever. So and I'm not doing it. You know, I'm not trying to do anything radical. I'm just trying to provide a thing that solves all the issues with managing and running servers. So all the things I need, like status pages, like, you know, once a day it scans all the servers to see if there's any problems. But it's also got the AI, which you don't have to use. You can turn off this little thing down here. I can actually just ask it questions about my cluster if I want to. So there's a lot to it, but I do tend to waffle quite a lot. Maybe that's why there's not a lot of views on my videos. Anyway, if you're bored, go and watch a cat video. Meanwhile, I'll get on and have the rest of my day. So have a really lovely day, everybody. And that's about it. So our website is wolfstack.org. If you need software development done, please come and have a chat to us at wolf.uk.com. We've been working on some pretty cool and exciting things, but we can also work on your cool and exciting thing, whatever that might be. Thanks very much.